When I first saw my drill instructor, we were all sitting down, kind of like in a school circle around the drill instructor hut, and they kicked the door open, and we're all sitting there, and they all walked out, perfectly spaced out, perfectly in step, and my heart started just like, it just dropped in my chest, and it was pretty scary. It was probably like one of the most intimidating moments of my life.
What went through my mind when I first met my drill instructors? At first I was like thinking, oh yeah, this isn't that bad, when they were swearing in, and then they turned around and faced us, and the look on their faces was like they wanted to kill us, and they were staring right through my face, right into my eyes, and I was immediately like, wow, this is going to be the hardest 3 months of my life.
It is our mission to train each and every one of you to become United States Marine. A Marine is characterized as one who possesses the highest of military virtues. He obeys orders, respects his seniors, and strives constantly to be the best at everything he does.
Every movement was perfect. I had watched videos on YouTube before about it, and like I've seen it millions of times, but actually seeing it in person was completely different. The way they spoke, the way they moved, everything was just perfectly in sync. And it was just, in general, like super intimidating and like a lot to live up to.
The purpose of the whirlwind and the screaming and the chaos after the senior drill instructor speeches to kind of snap the recruits into a mentality of, you know, you're no longer in Kansas anymore.
On that first day, when I step out there and introduce myself, I want those recruits to understand that we're going to train them, and we're going to train them hard as professionals and teach them how to be professionally a basically disciplined young Marine. Second of all, I want them to understand and get that culture shock of what's going to be expected of them. The ground rules, everything that we're going to demand of them and how we're going to demand of them, our expectations. So that way, when it comes to them carrying out their daily tasks or daily missions, that they know we mean business and they know what needs to be and what is expected of them as recruits.
The recruit's job as a fire watch is to maintain house security, weapon security, and recruit accountability. So they walk the house, count weapons, count the recruits that are on deck, and also they learn the 11 general orders. And when somebody walks on deck, they know to report the procedures, which includes the counts of equipment, the counts of recruits, and the counts of weapons on deck.
E-Force Marine Corps! E-Force Marine Corps, I serve! Corporals, to the stripes up, cross march to the center.
The purpose of teaching the kids the rank structures is, for one, they're going to be working with people from the military all throughout the Marine Corps, Army, Navy, depends on their MOS. So it's important to know exactly who you're going to be working with, to demonstrate that respect and that custom courtesy to each other. Off of that, it's important to actually teach everyone the rank structures because they're going to be tested on it on the T32 test.
This recruit handles the loss of privacy in boot camp by imagining that the other recruits are like my brothers and treating this house like it's my actual home that I left back in Washington.
It is mandatory for the kids to constantly clean the house and maintain proper hygiene to make sure that there's no sickness that spread. Also to teach them that attention to detail, what Marines are known for. We send the kids to medical to make sure that they handle all their issues. So that leaves maximized time for trainings, and they always get it back to maximize their time.
Last name and drug
Global no allergies. Today, the recruits are doing laps around the track, a 400-meter lap. They're going to do that 4 times with a cool-down circle in between. The purpose of this is designed to get their cardiovascular endurance to a level to where they would be able to perform at a high level for their first PFT coming up this Friday. The main event that I see recruits struggling with on the PFT, surprisingly, is the crunches. A lot of these recruits aren't used to having the core strength for whatever reason, and a lot of them struggle, and some fail due to their crunch time not meeting the minimum standards of the Marine Corps. 21 pull-ups, 100 crunches, and have a run time of 18 minutes. But ultimately, that's the perfect score, so in recruit training, that's what we're striving for.
One more day, oh man, it's just chow to chow, hour to hour, man. It's nice being first. I love it. It motivates me. If there's someone in front of you, you just gotta pass them. And if you screw up, you just know what you gotta do next time. You just gotta keep going. And I just always motivated. Always wake up with enthusiasm, even sucks.
Last night, this recruit's drill instructor went through and told them a story about a Marine who received the Medal of Honor back in Vietnam. And this recruit heard about that Marine going through an intense amount of pain for days on end, saving his Marines, saving their lives. And the whole run that all this Marine could think about was the fact that this run's only 20 minutes long, but that Marine continued to go for days and days and days and gave his life in the end, sir.
Clear, sir. You post, front post, you go outside, you pour home, you post underneath the lights. Aye, sir.
When this recruit wakes up in the morning, it can be quite challenging because the drill instructors come in all of a sudden and are screaming, and you may have just been dead asleep. But now you have to get up, you have to get your linen on, you have to get your pillow, you have to get your sweat tops and sweatpants off. And it, at the beginning, can be very, very surprising and challenging.
Number one advice that I would give to poolies coming into recruit training soon is that start moving with intensity and move very, very fast.
So first phase is all about taking that civilian that we received and receiving and breaking him down into a recruit. It involves early mornings, waking up at 04, 05, getting online, making their racks, which is something they've probably never done before, and keeping the house clean at all times. The drill instructors are looking to cause constant stress throughout the entirety of first phase. This is to make sure that they understand where they are at and that they obey every order that we give them. Every Sunday morning, the recruits will wake up, go to chow, and then be delivered to each individual recruit's religious service. There, they'll spend anywhere from an hour and a half to 2 hours at their religious service, and then go back to the house for further training.
Reach left, right, forward. Get out of the way. Left, right,
The purpose of drill goes back to the days of musket fire, where we had to find a certain strategy in placing men with muskets in a formation to optimize that slow rate of fire. Now today we use drill to establish teamwork and discipline. Now these individuals that come here to become United States Marine Corps recruits, they're used to touching their face, doing whatever they want to here in formation. They don't have that luxury. We take that away from them. Now that's going to establish that discipline, to understand that there may be a circumstance where they're put into where they don't have that luxury to do that in combat, where they have to understand instant willingness and obedience to orders, and drill is the foundation of that.
IT is very intense. Whenever you do something wrong, they take you to the quarterdeck and start making you do physical fitness. And you can, as fit as you could be, those drill instructors will break you down.
IT, or incentive training, is a tool used by drill instructors to fix discrepancies. As the recruits get here, we, as drill instructors, demand perfection every day. Once a recruit is imperfect, he'll end up on the quarterdeck. For future recruits, it's important to understand one thing. No matter what kind of physical shape you're in, when you get to recruit training, the stress mixed with the exercises is very difficult.